Ukrainian forces achieved a significant victory in the Kursk region in November 2024. They destroyed 22 enemy armored vehicles, a testament to their tactical prowess. One notable engagement occurred on November 29. Russian paratroopers using 3 BMD-2s launched an attack on Ukrainian positions. However, Ukrainian forces were prepared. Mines disabled the BMD-2s, and Ukrainian artillery swiftly destroyed them. This incident highlights the effectiveness of Ukrainian defensive strategies. They are utilizing the terrain to their advantage. Their tactical planning is proving successful. Ukrainian forces are effectively repelling Russian advances. Their victories are boosting morale and demonstrating their resilience. The international community is taking note of their success. The conflict in the Kursk region has been marked by intense fighting and heavy losses for both sides. Between August 6th and November 26th, 2024, Russia lost 364 armored vehicles. During the same period, Ukraine lost 319. The initial breakthrough by Ukrainian forces into the Kursk region in August resulted in significant Ukrainian losses. However, as the Ukrainians transitioned from offensive to defensive operations, the casualty ratio shifted. The defenders began to gain the upper hand. This shift underscores a fundamental military principle. Defenders often have an advantage in protracted conflicts. This is particularly true when they can leverage terrain and fortifications effectively. Ukrainian forces are demonstrating this principle in the Kursk region. The Russian military has suffered substantial losses since the beginning of the conflict. Over 33 months of fighting, they have lost an estimated 19,000 heavy armored vehicles. This depletion of their arsenal, particularly their Soviet-era reserves, is forcing a change in tactics. The destruction of newly delivered vehicles in October has further compounded their challenges. As a result, Russia is shifting away from tracked and wheeled armored personnel carriers. They are now relying on lighter vehicles. These lighter vehicles, such as BTR-82s, Tigers and Typhoons, are less capable. They are more vulnerable to Ukrainian artillery and drone strikes. Furthermore, their reliance on trucks, which must use predictable road routes, makes them easier targets for Ukrainian forces. Germany has emerged as a crucial ally for Ukraine, providing substantial military aid. Their support has been instrumental in bolstering Ukraine's defenses. Germany has supplied 5 Iris-T air defense systems, 3 Patriot systems, and over 50 Gepard self-propelled anti-aircraft guns. Chancellor Olaf Scholz recently visited Ukraine, reaffirming Germany's commitment. During his visit, he announced the delivery of another Iris-T system and additional Gepards in December 2024. Further aid is planned for 2025. Germany's commitment to Ukraine's defense is unwavering. They are the second largest supporter of Ukraine, after the United States. Their contributions are making a tangible difference on the battlefield. Section 5. Scholz's measured approach, a balancing act. While Chancellor Scholz is a staunch supporter of Ukraine, he has adopted a cautious approach regarding certain types of military aid. Specifically, he has resisted calls to provide Taurus long-range missiles. He is also hesitant to fast-track Ukraine's NATO membership. Scholz argues that this prudent strategy is necessary to prevent an escalation of the conflict. He believes that a measured approach is essential to ensure continued, comprehensive support for Ukraine. He is walking a tightrope between supporting Ukraine and avoiding a wider war. His stance has drawn criticism from some quarters. However, Scholz remains steadfast in his belief that this approach is in the best interests of both Ukraine and the broader international community. Section 6. A Chancellor's Compassion, Scholz, in Kiev. Chancellor Scholz's recent visit to Ukraine was not just about military aid, it was also about solidarity and compassion. During his visit, he made a point of visiting a military hospital in Kiev. He met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenski at the hospital. They discussed the injuries sustained by Ukrainian soldiers and the course of their treatment. Scholz's visit to the hospital was a powerful symbol of his commitment to the Ukrainian people. It demonstrated that his support goes beyond military hardware. He is invested in the well-being of the Ukrainian people. His visit resonated deeply with Ukrainians who appreciated his empathy and solidarity. Section 7. Yearning for peace, a glimpse into Russian sentiment. As the conflict in Ukraine grinds on, there are indications that the Russian public is increasingly weary of war. Search trends on Yandex, Russia's most popular search engine, reveal a growing interest in peace. Searches for peace agreement, negotiations, and end of the conflict have been steadily rising. This suggests a shift in public sentiment. The Russian people are increasingly focused on the potential for peace and the return of their loved ones from the front lines. This trend is significant. It suggests that the Russian government's propaganda machine may be losing its grip on the narrative. The Russian people are beginning to question the cost of the conflict. Section 8, The Path Forward, a collective effort. The conflict in Ukraine is a tragedy for all involved. It is a stark reminder of the human cost of war. The international community must continue to support Ukraine in its fight for freedom and sovereignty. This support should include military aid, humanitarian assistance, and diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The Ukrainian people have shown incredible resilience and determination. They deserve our unwavering support. We must also remember the Russian people who are suffering under the weight of sanctions and repression. They too deserve our empathy and support. Peace and justice must prevail. Section 9. Conclusion. The unwavering spirit of Ukraine. The Ukrainian people have faced unimaginable challenges since the beginning of the conflict, yet they have shown extraordinary courage, resilience, and determination. Their spirit remains unbroken. Their recent victories in the Kursk region are a testament to their fighting spirit and their tactical acumen. With the continued support of the international community, Ukraine can and will prevail. The fight for freedom is a just fight. We must stand with Ukraine.